click the so good evening, good afternoon, good morning, everybody, and welcome to this session. Somehow echoing, I don't know why. Okay, let's mute. So this is the 15th of January, 2023. Thanks a lot for muting. And this is the second EVO session for immersive learning experiences in the metaverse. Today, we're going to look at how you can use Spoke and Mozilla hubs to create learning experiences for your learners. I'm going to share my screen and show you some simple examples of rooms I have created. And then I'm going to demonstrate how you can create a room, how you can build, how you can import a few things in there. And after that, we are going to share your screen and I'll give you the opportunity to create and build simple, something that is feasible. First of all, let me tell you that Spoke is used to compose your custom scene with 3D content from across the web, from sites like Sketchfab and Google Poly, or you can also import objects from Blender if you have created anything, and 3D models from around the web. You can upload and use images from your desktop, videos, 3D models, MP3s, well, it's very simple. It's straightforward. If you have created a scene, a room actually for your learners, then you don't need to register to sign them up with an email. It's easy. You can just give them the link of your room and they log in. But if you want them to build and create rooms, then they've got to either sign up using their own account or their parents' account if they're younger ones, or their school accounts. Okay, well, let's share screen first. I think someone in Hubs have got their microphone activated, so that's why I can hear a very funny sound, probably coming from there. Okay. Here is Helena's meeting area. And you can see just by dragging my mouse and left clicking it, I have imported some sofas and some images like this one here, which is a picture from OpenSim, and a destination, a very popular destination in northern Greece called Pella. And I'm having a class of adults in that district. I teach them general English. So we have started building in OpenSim their location, and we talk about their area. Peter, what a wonderful avatar you have. Wow, well, you've got to tell us how you did it. And then some video. You can also import video, a link. And here you are. You upload it on YouTube.
In my area called, see what is that?
Okay, you can always play it anytime. I don't want to. This is the video here. Now, how you navigate on Hubs, you simply press WASD, the keyboard, and that's how you go forward by pressing W, to the left by pressing A, S, zooms out, it helps you zoom out, and D, you move to the right. There is a lot more you can import in here. from designer mode. But for starters, this is what you can do on Mozilla hubs. You can share your camera or your screen, like for example, and there's actually a media frame on the wall where you can project. Here it is. You can put it on the wall and you can go live. You can show people. Once you want to stop it, you right click and you can delete it. There's a lot more you can do here. If you want to send a message, you simply click chat. You know, it's self-explanatory, very easy. You click it again for the chat frame to disappear. There are reactions to use. And you can place 3D models, GIFs, or any scenes, and you can upload stuff from here. I wouldn't like to focus so much on using hubs to do this, but I will show you later on how we can work on Spoke. Have you got any experience with your classes in hubs, Mozilla hubs? Anybody?
No.
Do you use it?
No, not me.
No, not
No.
you, not really.
Mm.
Okay. The added benefit is that it allows you the opportunity to simply log your students in here without actually signing them up using an email. Okay, it's very easy to create an environment in here. And before we move on with Spoke, I'd like to show you around those tools in the interface. I will come back to that later, of course, but for starters, I'd like to say that there are 3 buttons at the bottom right. And whenever you create a room on Spoke and then you upload it onto hubs, don't forget to favorite. Otherwise, you tend to lose it. It's easy to lose it. You can't find it again unless you have the URL. And then by going to favorite rooms, you can always see what you have favorited. So it's easy to navigate back to it. There are also some more settings, like for example, you can change the room information. For example, the original name of this room was something completely different, but I changed it into Helena's meeting area. And here it also describes what elements you have added and the attributions to these elements. You can always edit the scene. You can change the scene completely. I wouldn't like to change it for the moment. I'd like to keep it. And let's not forget the room size is 25 people, including yourself. You can always change the permissions for the chat, for the voice chat, and don't forget to press the green, to hit the green button to apply the changes, okay? Hi, Alicia. If you choose close the room, you just
I'm sorry, I'm late.
It's okay. Nice to have you back. If you choose close room, then you will lose it. You delete it completely. These are the main points that you need to know about, but we're going to use them later on too, after we've used Spoke. And to leave, you simply check the pink circle. If you want to invite people to this room, at the bottom left, there's an invite button. You copy the link or the embed code in order to use it for your guests. Well, okay. It's actually, Junji, it's free. You from what I know, you don't have to pay a subscription for Mozilla Hubs and Spoke. But let me tell you about it. You can take out a plan, but there's a free version too. Okay. Okay, so you land here. I'm going to paste it in the chat for those who want to navigate to Spoke, and you click Get Started. You are given the option to choose to make a new project or to modify an older one. Let's say we want to make a new project. We click this, and here are some configured areas. Someone asked me on the canvas if they can actually have ready-made configured, pre-modified areas. You don't have to start from scratch. If you don't have the time, there's a lot to choose from. You can even search, say, for example, let's see, is there a desert? Okay, desert on Mars, desert home. There are variations. Okay, let's say I want to choose this desert. I click on it. Oh, okay. Some kind of error, it seems. Maybe I should choose something else. Something. There's so much you can choose from. I really feel at a loss sometimes. All right, let's say the plain cafe. Is it going to load? Okay, let's try it out. There's some kind of error always. Okay, here is the cafe. And all right, the interface consists of the main viewport, where you can see the main scene you have imported. And on the right, you can find the hierarchy panel, which contains all the objects in your scene. Now, you see here, there's a red triangle, which indicates that there's an error loading the model. It could be because the capacity of the particular object is too high, or because the scripts, the animation has broken. There's always, well, there's usually a description. Take, for example, this description here of the issues applying for that object, the sky panel. It contains a texture which is larger than the acceptable maximum. And I should tell you here that the acceptable maximum for a scene size is 128 megabytes. So it seems that this object, which you can choose either by clicking on it in the main viewport or by clicking on it in the description under the hierarchy panel on the right. Can you see here? It says floor plan, directional light, skybox. There's even a skybox above this scene. So you can click on it and you select it. Spawn point, let me tell you about this. Spawn point is this little object here, which you can move around by dragging it from the three arrows. The green arrow is the y-axis that moves the object up. The red arrow to the right or to the left, it's the x arrow. And the purple one or blue, whatever color you see, sometimes it looks purple for me, some other times it looks blue. It's the Z axis, actually. Okay, you can change the scale of an object, let's select this table here, oh, this chair. Can I select it? No, it's not selectable. Okay. What I was trying to say is that you can change the scale, the size of the objects from the properties panel. I'll show you how we do it. Or you can change the rotation and their position, the position of the objects. And at the bottom here, you've got all your assets. There are elements that are included in Spoke. There are assets that you can upload from your desktop. You can even upload models, images, videos, audio, MP3 files. And there's an architecture kit. If you've got the patience to start building from the beginning, you've got everything here from walls to doors to windows to whatever. You name it. A rock kit. Sketchfab is my favorite because you find everything in here. It's for free and there's a search area. So you can drag and drop everything onto, okay, let's drag and drop this object, or here it is. Okay, you can see it also appears in the hierarchy panel. It's got a yellow triangle, which means that it contains more polygons and it's a large file. And if we scale it up, it's going to be even larger as a file. How you scale up and down from the properties panel, left click the axis you want to change, and at the same time press Control on your keyboard, drag to the left, to the right, and you will change the size of your object. There's a lot. There are also categories to choose from and collections, all from Sketchfab. Bing images, videos, hubs, everything, anything you can think of. Say, for example, you want to upload an object. So you go here to under Elements, My Assets, you select Upload, and okay, I'm going to choose my image. Open the file, and here it is. It appears in the frame. I drag and drop it on the place where I want to leave it. Obviously, the size will not be appropriate and the position. So you can always change that either by pulling the object with your mouse to the left, to the right, forward, upwards. And also you can do this from the properties panel, as we said before. Like if you want to rotate it, you press the Control button on your keyboard, and at the same time you drag your mouse next to the axis you want to change. Okay, like that. I'll give you the time to do this yourself. All right, let's pull it back and put it out of the way. It's a little bit awkward to navigate in here if you're used to environments like OpenSim and Second Life. All right, here it is. Now, another capacity in here is to upload 3D or media files, any kind of media files. You can upload 2D, 3D, only images, only videos, only PDFs, anything. And you can screen them on these frames, as you can see here. That's not difficult to do. Again, it's self-explanatory, but I'd like to show you. I'm trying to find the right spot where I can leave a link. I'd like to show you how to connect a link with this environment. Say, for example, you've got a YouTube video you want to show. And again, let me share this link. A video. Let's take, for example, this one here. So I'll go down to elements. Oh, here, where is some space? Okay, I'm still trying to find the right spot. Perhaps here. And this is the area from which you can drag and drop this element. Here it is. It says link. I have selected it. There it goes. It's sort of been misplaced somewhere. What you can do is simply paste the URL. If you can see in the properties panel, I paste the link here. And this is how you can show. Again, it's not clickable, so you can always do it from the hierarchy panel. So there's a video panel that will be displayed here whenever you enter. I'll tell you how we're going to save this scene. And maybe I should make this panel a little bit larger okay. Right, it's a 5x5 object. Now, there are two doors that do not look particularly healthy. I could either delete them or just leave them and see what happens when we try to save and publish to hubs. Before we do so, if you go to the top left, it says File, and we're going to save the project. Let's give it a name. Let's give it a name like, you see here, there's always a thumbnail appearing. Plain Cafe, I'll call it Immersive Plain Cafe. I will hit save. It's been saved immediately. And I'm going to select to publish it. Again, I choose the name. For the time being, I'm not going to tick the remixing and the promoting my scene boxes, but I'm going to save and publish. And when it's ready, it sometimes takes a while. Oh, okay. So you see these two doors, I'm going to delete them. So right click and delete. They're causing a bit of a problem to me at the moment. Right click and delete, and I will try to publish again. Save and publish, exporting the scene. Oh, well, that's interesting. That's funny why this is happening.
Check out the sky piano, sky panel,
Skybox.
sky panel, the one in the yellow highlights. I don't know.
Okay, the sky panel. Do you think I should delete that, Peter?
I think so.
Okay, let's see. Let's try.
And the arrow.
And the yes, that's quite heavy. And the link is probably a little big, so maybe I should reduce it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's make it safer. Again, I'm going to save it, save project, and publish. Okay, fingers crossed. Right, something is happening. Yes. Animations, do I have any? I haven't actually inserted any. I think that I may have to start deleting things here. Lesson 6. Well, I don't think this is a very heavy
Will it be the
object.
link? The link? You want to remove it?
Do you think so? Then I won't be able to show you how the video works in Hubs.
We could come back after and then reattach.
A link is not an animation, really. Can I try again? Sometimes it depends on the connection and a lot of other parameters. Reading animations. I wonder where those animations are. My assets, no, it's not in here. Colliders. I'll start deleting now. No, there are no animations. Navmesh. Now it seems that I've deleted wrong objects, or it could be that the scene is more than it should be. Okay. Immersive. Oh, sorry. All right. No. Interesting.
Could we start with a simple file?
Okay. Sure, I could start with an empty one or with a crater. I just wanted this to work, really. Okay. I can always close this. And yes, you see, I get this message now. If I leave the site, I won't save the changes in here. Okay, so hubs, Mozilla.com, and then spoke. Here we are. Get started again. New project. Oh, it's been saved. Did you see? Oh, actually, if you go to my projects, here it is, the very first one, Immersive Plain Cafe. It has been saved. But anyway, we can choose an empty project. Here it is. It's like a crater, and you've got your spawn point. You can find all the features, the objects that lie.
Can we create a link on that empty spot? Link so that.
Yes, sure. I will do that. Yes, absolutely. Okay. So we said you go down to Elements, Link, you drag and drop it in the walkable area. You right click and paste the link in the URL frame. Change the scale. I would make it a little bigger when people come in, and rotate it. So how I do it, I press Control on the keyboard and I drag my mouse by left clicking. I drag the Y axis to the right. I drag it to the right, actually, to turn it around. Okay. Say also you want to upload an image, again, from your assets.
Can we deal with a simple one before it gives us trouble?
Oh, it won't. It's been tried. It's been tested. I've done it before. It won't give us trouble. Oh, ooh, I've turned this upside down. Look at that. Interesting. So let's bring it back to 0. Okay. Again, it's still upside down. 0.
Rotation, yeah.
Yes. Again, it's upside down. Okay. Now it looks the right way. Okay.
180 because it's standing up.
180.
Mm-hmm.
The rotation, Carol?
Yeah. Yes.
180. You see, it's upside down.
No, 180.
It's upside down for some reason. It's got to be minus. Oh, there it is. Yes, you're right. Okay, we can always drag and drop an object from Sketchfab. We could choose the girl. Okay, let's try that. Again, scale it. We usually wait for it to res, as we say in OpenSim and Second Life, and you can scale it up, make it a bit bigger. Okay, let's say we want to save it. Save as testing creator. It should be easier to publish now. Testing creator. And okay, now this is the performance check. These are the configurations of this scene. If they're low, it means that we are on the right way. We are going to have our scene published. If it's high and red, then we will have difficulty publishing it. It will take much longer and you need a much stronger connection and computer. It takes a few seconds to upload the scene. This one is almost empty. So you see that it's uploading much faster. When it's published, I'm going to share the link with you. And have you managed to do anything similar on your browser? There's always an app you can download on your desktop, but I prefer using the browser. You can use Mozilla Hubs on your mobile phone too, on your tablet. Okay, here is the scene, it's ready. And on the top right hand, it says open in Hubs. And this is what I'm going to do. We need to create a room with this scene. Creating a room. And we are asked to join. For some reason, the room name is not called what I actually named it. Okay, you can see the girl here, and the video is also here, and the image. So if you want to change the name, first favorite it, go to the bottom right, favorite the room, and then bottom right, room info and settings. I wouldn't like to call it polite font realm. I'd like to call it testing hubs. Oops. Oh, no. Room info, edit. Hubs. Okay, you could add a description if you want. And don't forget to apply the changes. All right. Now, if I wanted to invite you, I would go down to the little invite circle, copy the link, and just send it to your students. Okay?
Very good.
If you want, you can also log in. Otherwise, oh, there is Junji. He's joined the scene. And Rosie, the panda. Can I see that? Can I see you? I can't actually see you. Okay. If you want to move around, left click your mouse and drag it to the sides. Ah, there you are. Welcome. Oh, interesting avatar, Junji. And Rosie, so cute. My fun way? I can't see you. My fun way. All right, if you want to watch the video, you just click on it and you play. All right, it's also got sound. You can put it up or down. Okay.
I'm in central Greece at the moment.
Okay.
I'm in
If you want to leave, just click your pink circle at the bottom right. Oh, Peter is the scaly-sided number. Okay. Yeah, I see you've also dragged. You've also dragged media on the ground, and you can, yes, you can do that. You can share your screen. You can take your camera out. All right, let's take a picture. Here is my avatar. She's blonde, actually. Okay. And there is my picture. It's ready. Right click, you can pin it, or you can take the link. You can simply view it if you want, or you can delete it. But to delete it, you've got to unpin it first. Oh, Rosie, thank you. Very nice photo. All right, let's delete this. Oh, okay. Aha, who's that? Who's the dancing lady? Doris, is that you? Or Miss Jessica has started dancing? Who is the dancer? Jessica. It could be Jessica. You're a robot. Okay, let's find Doris. Where is Doris? Yes, you are Doris. I can see you. Yeah. And Jessica, would you like to tell us how you have imported a dancing and animated avatar?
When you choose the avatar, when you're logging in there, yeah, there are some pictures in there.
Okay.
Before you go in,
All
they said
right.
choose avatar.
Okay, would you like to share your screen? I think I've done my part. I'd like to leave some time for you to do things. Jessica, could you show us how you did this, please?
The issue is that I'm connected from my phone, so I couldn't.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Can I try it?
Yes, please, Peter.
Okay. Allow me to share my screen, please.
Oh, yes, certainly.
Okay.
Okay, you're free to do that.
All right. All right. You see my screen?
Yes.
So this is the time when I'm joining in, right? So I
Okay.
could join the room and then no, enter the room. Oh, apparently it did not allow. That's the time when it asked me to select the avatar. Sorry, that's the part. But apparently I did log before it went in straight. All right. So if anyone trying to log in, there are options for avatar. That's where you get the download.
If you go to the bottom right, are you given the option to change your avatar to the 3 dots on the right, which say more?
Yes.
I think you're able to change your avatar in there. Change name and avatar, third option from the top.
Okay. Right there. Third option, change the avatar.
Yes, that's right.
All right. Yes, this is the part. Okay, change the avatar. And then from here, you can select any of the
GIFs.
Yeah, like here, this is what I did select.
Okay. All right.
And then accept, right? So that's how you.
Okay.
You see it?
Yes, absolutely. We can see you.
Yeah, so that's it.
Thank you very much. Lovely.
I'm going to stop sharing. I'm stopping sharing.
Okay.
Okay.
Have you created any environments in Mozilla Hubs? Would you like?
Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet?
I think when I find it. Remember, I had a problem to log in. So I just logged in for the first time.
Okay, lovely. All right. Has anybody created any rooms? Eleanor? Have you created any rooms in Mozilla Hubs?
Eleanor, I might have to leave early now.
Okay, Peter. All right. Okay. We don't want to keep you. All right, let's do this then. If you haven't created anything, then who is going to take the lead and share their screen? And share their screen, and let's take it step by step and log in, create an avatar. Let's do this together. Okay, Eleanor, you've picked a pre-made one, a ready-made one. Thank you. Well, let's try by ourselves then. Let's do some hands-on practice. It's very easy. Who is going to share their screens? And let's take it from the beginning on Spoke. hubs.mozilla.com Spoke. Anybody who'd like to share their screen? Anybody who's brave? Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Nobody. That's interesting.
You want me to try, Elena?
Yes, please, Georgia. It's so simple. You can share your screen.
Okay, let me share my screen. And
Thank you.
okay, so it's hubs. Sorry.
Yes,
hubs.com.
.com. Yes, /spoke.
Oh, okay. We're going to click on Spoke first. Okay.
Yes, let's do that.
Okay.
Okay, so straightforward.
All
All
right.
right, and you get started.
Okay.
Say new project.
Oh, without even having to sign up.
Without even having to sign up. Let's try how it works. Yes.
Okay. So
you can create either from the beginning or you can choose a ready-made one.
Let me try and have the hub school.
All right, perfect.
Okay. Are
You
there a
have
lot
to
of
sign
options?
up to save it to hubs. You have to sign in to save it.
So I guess they'll ask for it after I'm trying to save it, I guess, Carol, right?
I did, yeah.
Yes.
Mine failed horribly, but yes. I was
Okay.
having a go.
Oh, so I'm outside the school. Right?
If you, that's the way it goes. Yes. If you drag your mouse by left clicking it, you will find yourself in there.
Okay. All right. You said that we use it's only the mouse. You can move through the mouse, right? With the mouse.
Yes.
Okay.
For,
Going back and
for
forward.
starters, yes.
Okay. So so I have a class and I would like to add, for example, these are the elements here, right? The ones they can choose from.
Okay.
Okay, no, I would
Or
like
you can go to
Yes.
Sketchfab.
and add something. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll search for a London phone booth.
Oh, there is one. There's a few actually.
This looks like more, real, let's say. So I click on it.
You just drag and drop it onto the
Oh.
ground, onto the floor, yes. Or you click, yes,
Oh,
there it is.
yeah, it's huge.
It is. So kids
I click on control.
You can drag it from there,
Okay.
or you can do the same from the properties panel on the right
Properties panel.
by either changing the numbering in the boxes for the position, the rotation, and the size, the scale, or by clicking your control button, your control key on the keyboard and left. Okay.
Okay, but how do I make it smaller?
All right. If you go to the properties panel on the right.
What did I do now? On the properties panel on the right, yeah. Oh,
Let's change everything from the properties panel.
Okay.
Go to scale. If you want, you said you wanted to make it smaller, and you can change the numbering to 0.8, for example, for the X. Oh, okay. Or you can reduce it even more. Yes.
Oh, this is what I like. Okay.
Good.
So, it's still big.
All right, you can bring it down to 0.3.
Now I put it down in the, how do we call that? Yeah, on the floor, let's say. And I want to take it, how do I move it forward?
Okay, it's the blue button, the blue axis, yes.
Okay.
Or again, you can change the position from the properties panel on the right. Yeah, the X is the red scale, the red axis. The Y is the green one, and Z is the blue one. Doris, okay, besitos, thank you very much. Right, see you.
Okay. So, yeah, I tried some things, yes. Well, it takes some time to,
to get used to it.
Yes.
It does. That's true.
Yeah, but I like it. So, okay, I don't want to tire you. Okay, let's suppose that this is, it's, if you see, it's somewhere
in the air.
Yeah.
Okay, you can change the position either by dragging it down from the green axis.
Okay, yes.
or by changing the numbering from the properties panel.
Okay, let's leave it this way. Okay.
If you feel that your classroom is cluttered, then you can delete. You can delete objects either from the hierarchy panel on the right. Let's say not the skybox. If you go down, you should have. Okay, Carol, thank you very much for coming. Thanks so much. If you go down, spawn points, it says you should have more spawn points. Or you can simply click on the chair, on the desk, or on the bin.
I was thinking of, yeah.
Yeah.
I click on
Okay,
it.
that's a spawn point. Well, I wouldn't delete. Yes,
Yes.
let's say this is what you want to delete.
Okay.
You just backspace and you delete from the keyboard,
Okay.
and it's gone. All right.
Okay. Could you
Now,
please remind me what the spawn point is? Is this where the
okay.
avatar can move?
It is, the pre-specified point where the avatars will land on entering the room.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay, Amani, thank you. Let's share yours also in a minute, shall we? Oh, you have to go. Okay, we're going to have a look at it then, if you don't mind.
Stop sharing.
No, go on. Go on, Georgia. I'm going to do this later on when you've finished.
Okay. So, okay, I don't want to tie you. So, what do we want that I'm ready?
Well, if you wanted to upload, for example, an image from your desktop, like a picture, if you have any
yes, I have something
at hand. Okay,
yeah.
you go to
Elements.
If you go a bit higher, no.
This is what. Is this the right
above elements, you should have assets.
Yes, yes.
My assets. My assets.
No.
Oh, it's because you haven't signed in. Okay.
Ah.
Right.
So
all right. Let me give you the link where you can go and sign in.
Okay.
Here it is. I'll put it in the chat.
Wait.
hubs.mozilla.com.
Okay, so I'm
/sign in. Yes.
Sign up, actually, yeah.
Here, actually, you're in the middle, in the center of the screen. It says, please sign in. You're not given the option to sign up.
Okay.
So you will receive a message to click on a link in order to validate.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Okay. So if you start with spoke, you don't need to sign up.
Here it is. If you see on the right,
yes,
you've been signed in and you have created your account. It's as simple as that. Okay.
I don't have a password though. Anyway,
well, yeah. If you go to,
you have to. We'll have a look. Okay,
let me give you this and see what happens when you log in here. Subscribe. So Hubs, okay, here it is. Try it out for free. And this is what Junji said before, that it's $20 for a few more functions. So here is where you can create your room. At the bottom of the page, you can always find, well, later on, after you have favorited some rooms and some scenes, you will be able to find your favorited scenes here. So, okay. All right. So if we I've lost, okay. So I still don't have, can I, if I refresh the page, what will happen? All right, let's see. I think you'll be prompted to save it, but let's see what happens. Okay, because, let's see. Okay, so, oh, you will lose. No, I was wondering because I'm signed in the Mozilla account. So I was supposed to be allowed to have my assets, right? Now you should be able,
So
here it is,
that's
it
what
has
I'm trying to
appeared.
do.
If you look at the bottom left in the assets area, it says my assets. So you've been logged in now. At the bottom, yeah, my assets. So you can upload.
Yes, I saw it.
If you right
Yeah,
click.
let's see, however, if, but the Big Ben is lost now.
No, it's lost. We haven't
Okay,
said.
don't worry. So let's have an image if you want. Okay, I want to upload an image.
And the blue
Here?
button, yes, that's
Okay.
right.
Okay, God, I don't even know what this is.
Okay.
All right. Okay, this is a small image, it's like this. So I drag and put it on the blackboard. Oh, wait.
On the spot where you want to place it. But I think that, okay.
Okay, so yeah.
That's a bit small
Yes.
and probably not in the right place. But you can change the size. Okay, you can change the size from there, from the scale. You can put it up, or
is it this one?
now I wonder if it's this one. This must be the media frame you have selected and not the image you have uploaded. If you don't want it to stand on your way, you can simply delete it.
This one.
Yeah, delete this frame because it's an obstacle for you.
Okay.
And you can choose the image you have uploaded from the hierarchy panel on the right. If you go down the hierarchy panel, you should be able to find now.
This
there,
one?
there. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So I can change the scale here, you mean?
Change the scale from there. If you bring it up to 4 or 5.
I don't know why it's not, you can see. It's I chose a stupid, give me a second.
Okay. Well, that's fine. You can find something maybe larger.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, that's better. Share the topic.
Okay. So I go here, let's say, and oh, great. Oh, why is it? Oh,
You've changed the rotation. It's okay.
I did?
It's all right.
It has gone behind the blackboard, let's say.
Well, change the position. Instead of 0, you can change it to 2, 3. See where it goes.
Oh dear.
Instead of minus 0.50.
Yeah. I don't know.
Are you sure you're holding the image, the PNG image, or is it
Not sure.
something else? In the hierarchy panel on the right.
Yes.
At the bottom.
This is the picture, yes. No. Oh, yeah.
Here, number 6, yes. And
see, it's black. I think I did something stupid, but I don't know what.
No, your PNG is not black. Your PNG is just too tiny at the moment, and
really?
you have to sort of maybe rotate it or turn it around. It's too small.
No, it's not. It doesn't.
Not small.
Show. See, it doesn't show. What?
And it's visible. You've clicked the room floor now. It's not. You haven't clicked. That's the room floor you have clicked. Go back to, yes, that's your image.
But I can see it.
That's a 10. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, but you can see it. You can see it.
Helena, I have a question. Is there a quick way of undoing something that you've just done?
I was about to ask you the same thing, Rosemary. Thank you. Can I do these stupid things now?
Delete, backspace, delete whatever you don't need.
So I can't do it because
I don't think there's an undo button.
that would save us from a lot of trouble. yeah. It for me, it looks easy because they give you pre-made templates, but you need to, to work a lot at the beginning to get the hang of it.
Mm-hmm.
And if I've got it correctly, the backspace deletes objects. Is that right? It doesn't undo
Exactly.
actions.
No, it doesn't.
So I can delete this chair, for example.
Yes, by
and
pressing.
Yeah. Okay, and yeah, okay. So, and when I'm ready, I can
Save it first.
where does it save it now? Publish to hubs? No. Is it here?
On the left, have you saved it, Georgia? On the
No,
left,
no, save as. Oh,
file.
save as.
Oh, hi, Kay. Save as. Hi, Kay.
Can't see her. Fine.
Save project. Give it a name first. You might want to change the name. Hi, Kay. Welcome.
Hi,
Hi, how are
Hi,
you
Kay.
doing?
very well, thank you. I'm so sorry I haven't been there.
Perfect. I'm glad you're okay, and I'm so glad to hear your voice. Thank you for joining us. We're
Thank you.
just trying things out here.
Okay.
And we're working on Mozilla Hubs on Spoke, designing. And yes, we've Georgia has chosen a pre-configured space, and she's trying to modify it.
That's a picture. Can you see
That's a
it?
picture, yeah.
It's out of the classroom. I don't know why.
Yeah, the position is minus 5.50. You might want to bring it back in. It's outside the room.
I just deleted it.
Perfect.
So
Okay.
I saved it.
But now that you have deleted the
It has
image,
to be saved
it's
again.
got to be saved again. Save project without changing its name.
Yes, okay.
Save project.
Yeah, like we do in the Word document. Okay.
Yes, and then on the right, publish to hubs.
Okay. Right.
It'll take a while. Again, your first ever. Okay.
Should be proud of me.
You see, there some elements are high. They've got a high configuration, but let's see how it behaves. We might eventually be able to publish the scene.
Okay.
Let's see. If it doesn't publish, then we'll start deleting objects. The speed of publishing is to do with your connection, with the capacity of your computer, with how heavy the scene configuration is. So there are a lot of parameters contributing to this.
I guess it's a heavy scene on its own, actually, because my computer is quite strong, let's say, powerful.
There are a lot of objects in here, the truth is, yes.
Yeah.
But it's still quite fast.
How many scenes can you create in the free version of Mozilla Hubs?
That's not specified.
Mm-hmm.
But however, the $20 per month option provides unlimited spaces with customizable environment and themes, 25 online guest capacity, and 2 gigabyte asset storage. So it's not exactly specified, but I shouldn't think it's difficult to keep it under control, because you can always delete the scenes that you don't want to use, or the scenes that you can modify and upgrade. Okay, I think it's worth taking out, trying it out with students. It's not.
It reminds me a bit of
quite friendly.
VR, yeah, but I guess it's more difficult, at least at the beginning. You have to get familiarized with it.
And I think also the paid version is for people located in the UK, Canada, USA, or Germany. So I don't think it applies for everybody from what I see here.
So now I have to move, as soon as it's uploaded, I have to move to Mozilla Hubs and then favorite this room. this.
That's right. This scene, this room, whatever you want to call it. Yes, we're going to favorite it. Otherwise, you won't be able to access it again. So let's, yeah.
If I go here, if I come back to Spoke, can I try to publish it again? The same room?
You can try to publish it, but your students cannot come in here on Spoke.
Yes, I understand. But if I forget to favorite in
Yes,
Mozilla Hubs, I can go back here and try to publish it again and then favorite, right? It doesn't get lost.
You will find it under projects because you've saved it.
Okay.
Okay, here we are.
So, okay.
Just click OK.
All right.
And then open in Hubs.
Oh,
no. There's a, no. Go back to your Spoke tab.
Open in Hubs, sorry, yes. Oh, interesting.
And create a room. You've got to create a room with a scene in order to be able to enter it.
Oh, so it is automatic.
Click that. And now the specifications for your speaker and your microphone will appear. The scene is loading. It's going to take a few seconds only. And your scene has also been given the name Flawless Golden Square.
Oh,
that sounds nice, but we can always change this, okay, from the settings. Join the room. You can also enter a device, an HD headset, for example, but we don't have one at the moment, so you can join the room without a device, an external device. If you want to keep your avatar, if you want to change it and change your name, feel free.
Oh, I'm not, am I not signed in now? Why did this happen?
You are, but I think every time you log in, you have to change.
Really?
Okay. Accept.
Okay. So yes, I'm muted, okay. So
enter. There it is. Let's see. Do you have the image that you imported? Is it in there?
I deleted it.
You have deleted it, so it doesn't exist.
Oh,
okay.
God.
First thing I would do.
Tell me.
First thing I would do is go to the bottom right, the more section with the 3 dots to the right, and favorite the room. Favorite. Then I would go again to the 3 dots and room info and settings. Okay. Eleanor, you did? You were able to keep the same avatar name. Okay.
So,
when you were signed in, but didn't leave the room. Okay.
So I can change the name here.
Yes, but you've got to change to click edit first. To the right, there's an edit command on the right. Top right.
I can't see it. Yeah,
top,
I can't.
Top right.
Yeah, I can't see it because it says up here. If you can see my.
It's a little bit to the right where your mouse is. Just a little bit, an inch.
See, I can't go because how do I?
Why can you not go? Is it the Zoom
interface?
Yes,
it has apps.
Pull the Zoom interface up or down so that you reveal the edit button. Okay. And then here's the room name. Okay, then you could give it a description if you want.
Okay.
And before leaving, go down and accept the changes.
Okay,
apply.
All right.
Yes.
So how do I share now? With invite?
Yes, invite.
And this is my
link.
Wow.
And the name of your room has changed. If you can see in the browser, it says Georgia room.
Oh, instead of Georgia's.
That's okay. You can always change that.
So I'm inviting you to see an empty room. This is another classroom, actually.
Yes.
Why can't I?
Here in this environment, you've got to use WASE on the keyboard. to move to the left, to the right, and also the arrows on your keyboard. I think it's
yeah,
easier.
yeah.
It's easier
Yes,
now.
yes. Oh, that's another room, actually.
It is, yes, but it's a big school you've got there, so you may have landed, maybe the spawn point is different and you changed it somehow. Maybe you've landed in a different classroom and there are more.
So, Elena, in order for me to add 3D objects, etc., I have to create everything on Spoke.
That's right.
I can't do anything here.
No, this is the visiting area, let's say, okay?
Interesting. Okay.
Yes, indeed. Well, shall we have a look at Ameni's? Thank you so much, Georgia.
Thank you, and all of you for your patience.
Oh, well, it's pleasure, really. If we go to, okay, let me paste it again. Ameni has a hospitable land. Here you are. Let's go and visit it. I'm really interested to find out what it looks like. And I'm going to share my screen for that in a second. Okay, let's see. Share screen. Here we are. Join the room. Oh, you've already arrived. Lovely. Okay.
Can we see ourselves, or is it the first person's point of view?
We can't see ourselves. We can see each other, but not ourselves. And this is a bit peculiar, isn't it? So I can see the two of you. Actually, also my fanway. Is Eleanor my fanway? I suppose. Rosie Panda. All right. Now that looks interesting. Let's see what these objects are. I don't think they've got any media on them. Is there someone else who would like to try logging in and creating a room? Okay, let's type something in the chat. Oh. A dancing girl, Georgia, you've got the GIF. Perfect. Okay, say I wanted to share art. Say, for example, I want to take a picture of myself in this place. I click camera and photo.
Where is the camera?
At the bottom, it says place.
Oh.
If you click that green circle and select the camera, you'll be able
take a photo of me.
To take a photo of yourself and the background.
Okay.
And then if you right click it, you can get the link of your picture and open a new tab with it. You can pin it or you can simply delete it. I'll delete it for now. And then when you want to take the camera away, you click place and camera and it disappears. Oh, well, I'd like to have a picture with all of us together. Do you think we could do this? Oh, well, let's try. It's not going to be easy, is it? Again, it's my avatar. Okay, never mind. Okay, we have more people joining. Very good. Aha, the panda, Rosie Panda is with me. So I'll take a picture with her. Would someone else like to give it a try?
I have a problem with the camera.
Mm-hmm.
Although you can see me when I try to, let me try and turn off the camera here. And see.
I think the most important thing is to be able to upload assets from Spoke to connect with a link or with images from your desktop, videos, and MP3s, 3D objects also from Sketchfab or from Blender even. And this is how you can enrich the environment. Okay, I just wanted to share another room with you, which I have left on our canvas under Spoke. You can find Alice in Wonderland. So I'll give you the link. Okay, here it is. Well, you can't actually log into Hubs if you have more than one tab open at the same time. So you've got to leave the room in order to be able to join another one.
I have a question, Elena.
Mm-hmm.
I signed out for Mozilla Hubs because I was curious to see what would happen because I haven't created a password. And it asked for my email. And then they said that we have sent you a link to the email. So is this how it's going to work? I don't need a password every time they'll send me a different
Yeah,
link?
they will send you a link. Yeah, that's right.
Okay, this is interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Anybody else? Have you had any different experience with Mozilla Hubs? Is there, oh, excuse me, I can hear something here that comes from Hubs. Have you ever shared anybody else's room or scene on Mozilla Hubs? No? So this is your first hands-on opportunity today. Junji, what about yourself? Was it the first time, Rosemary?
Definitely the first time for me. It's interesting about the limitations of, I want to go and touch something, I want to grab it.
Yes, exactly. That's how I feel too.
It's quite hard to know how to manipulate. I think the main reason why I'm here is to try and work out what this does in terms of learning. So I think from what I saw from the previous because I couldn't attend on Thursday, but I watched the Zoom,
the recording.
So what I've seen is that the I think it's Second Life and the other platform, OpenSim, they look different. They look more sort of polished than this, but this is obviously a good entry level for somebody who wants to build. But it always comes down to the same thing for me: is what's the additional or different thing that VR brings to learning. So from your experience, then anybody here who has experience, because I don't, what do you feel this brings?
Okay, I could answer, but I would rather somebody else did. I'm a little bit biased, by the way, and my answer is a little bit prefabricated. I would go for Second Life and OpenSim, but how about everybody else? Jessica, it's the first time for you too. Do you see any reason why you should prefer Mozilla Hubs or over another environment? I think it's to do with the level of your learners and the experience they've had in virtual worlds and virtual reality. As you said before, this is a much simpler environment. So it could be for starters, for beginners, you could get them in here. For the younger ones, since you don't need them to have an account, you can easily have a safe lesson in there without any trespassers. And you can get your students to create, to build also. Even in hubs, they can share objects, they can place objects onto the ground. I don't know if I've answered your question. I think it's a matter of teacher priorities. It depends on what you want to do with your learners.
Mm. Yes, I can see. I take Eleanor's point actually. Yes,
yeah.
Because it doesn't need. Yeah, so it doesn't
high
need
level of technical expertise.
And a fairly powerful computer with a fairly strong access to the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and phone.
Eleanor is also making another good point. Sorry for interrupting, Rosemary.
No, I just saw it.
Yeah, she says that if you can access it by phone or tablet, then obviously this is a very good solution over a very heavy viewer that you only use on your desktop. Yes, and it's helpful for those who don't have access to a reliable computer. Eleanor, thank you so much. Very nice, very well spotted. Yes, good point. So are you going to use it next? This is the question. You could, it's so simple. You just upload your assets. You do. So do I, Eleanor. I love OpenSim. And I am looking forward to this session on OpenSim in the 3rd week. Yes, absolutely. Well, thank you very much for joining us. Unless you would like to add or ask anything else. How was your experience in Mozilla Hubs, Jessica, if you can hear us, or Junji? How does it compare with other virtual worlds or environments?
I have tried these hubs before, but I was not sure at the time. So now I'm more familiar with it.
Mm-hmm. Are you feeling more confident to use it?
Yes, but the issue is how I can use.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Just inviting students to this independent room is not much different from having sessions through Zooms or Skypes, whatever. So the key is how we can use this environment with contents.
Yes.
And that's what I'd like to learn more deeply.
Yes, I think that this is up to the individual teacher to determine. Obviously, it's much easier and more relaxing to use Mozilla Hubs, for example, rather than Zoom with younger students or even with older ones. There's more variety, there's more activity in a virtual environment like Mozilla Hubs.
One thing that really got me really thinking actually from the first session, and Junji, I totally understand what you're saying, was the fact that in Zoom you only see squares. Okay, and some of the squares might have a moving head behind them because someone's turned on their camera, but we all know what happens when everybody turns on their camera. It means that nothing works anymore. So you end up being very isolated as a learner, I think. There are breakout rooms and you can do stuff, but and I think what is useful and keeps the idea of learning together is the fact that in VR you can see the other avatars. And so that for me is really nice. But then it always comes down to the same question about what is the objective of being there. So for me, I'm still not sure that VR is is useful for anything more than maybe task-based learning or something where you've got a thing to do together. It's I'm not sure that I can understand yet how much beyond that you can use it as.
Can I have a word?
Yes, please, Heike.
I first of all, thank you so much, Helena, for a wonderful session.
Thank you,
Absolutely
Heike.
professional. Thank you so
Fantastic,
much.
thank you.
And I'm afraid I cannot switch on the webcam right now.
That's
This
okay.
is the situation here. And we have in this session, we have 7 participants, right?
That's right.
Georgia and
Eleanor,
yeah.
Jessica, Junji, and Rosemary.
And right now I just heard that somebody says that she's not convinced again about VR being something of pedagogical value. Sorry, my voice is a little, I'm croaky because of I've got a cold. And can I just ask everyone here in this round, who thinks that VR is the future?
Definitely, I would say.
Who
Yes.
in this room?
Yes.
Can you all vote?
Sure.
Can you type in the text chat who thinks that VR is the future?
Sure, with reservations.
VR, or shall we restrict it to VR or Metaverse?
No, just
VR.
VR.
Well, it certainly has.
It's helpful for students who do not have access to a reliable computer. Since you can access it by phone or tablet, I love OpenSim though. It was amazing. I love it. It's easier than I expected. Thank you, Jessica. And the person who just spoke, what's your name? Sorry.
Hi, sorry, I'm Rosemary. Nice to meet you. Rosie Panda
Rosemary.
in Mozilla Hubs.
Okay. And do you think that VR is the future?
As I said, yes, with reservations. And my point was really not that it doesn't have any pedagogical value, but my question was how many other types of activity is it useful for just now, apart from, for example, collaborative task-based activities?
Okay, you've put it in a nutshell. Task-based. This is the key to this. What is happening here. Yeah, task-based learning. Children get the order, for example. There is I'm doing another year-funded project here, and we bring together children from Italy, Norway, Finland, and Germany, so that they are supposed to build in Minecraft together a sustainable future idea. Yeah, they're going to build a city. They're going to build maybe a water engine. They're going to use electricity to imagine how the irrigation of the fields can be, and so forth and so forth. And if you take into account that so many hundreds of millions of children are using VR or 3D environments at the moment, I find it very, very a little bit surprising, first of all, that nobody's here except for you guys. And I'm saying this is fine. We would do it for one person, no problem. Yeah. But the reservation that we are seeing at the moment is so strong amongst teachers that we almost are desperate to make sure just that we are reaching as many as possible to tell them that this is the future. This is the future of learning. Yeah. And unfortunately, it's only you and one or two more persons here in the room who know about the value of VR. It's sad that all 100, how many did we have sign up on Canvas?
About 90, 100.
So where are the other ones? Yeah.
We
Where
actually had 7 more approximately, but they left a little bit, like half an hour ago. They had to go to work.
So this is such a small handful of teachers who are willing to try whether VR could be used in education. And I find it very, very difficult to understand why there's not thousands here. Honestly, I'm very, very surprised about it. Are you?
Can I say something?
Sure.
I think virtual reality and immersive technologies generally.
Can you speak a little louder? Sorry.
Yeah, I think that virtual reality in education and immersive technologies generally do seem a bit intimidating to most educators. Still, I mean, I'm supposed to be good at technology, and I got intimidated today by Mozilla hubs. I got really stressed. So you can imagine other people how they feel, because they just got used to using smartphones as an educational tool, and now they are asked to use something more advanced. So it will take time for thousands to join these sessions. This is
but can I ask how much time do we have? How much time do we have when we look at our planet? And when we look at what's happening at the moment, how much time do you think teachers have to understand that whatever we are doing in 3D environments is the future?
Well, actually, Heike, it's not the future. I think it's here.
Of course it is
But
here.
we tend to
But
look at
where are the thousands of teachers who think the same?
it will
Where?
take, for me, it will take time. It still takes time.
I'm a little bit shocked that whatever we are doing at the moment here is so little response. I am really shocked.
Could I just add something to what I said before?
Yes, Rosemary?
I think it also depends on the objectives of the teachers who are teaching English. And I also think that it depends on the resources which the teachers have access to. So in my particular case, in my institution, the Wi-Fi is abominable. I'm in quite a good university in France, and the signal from the local mobile phone masts is irregular and slightly erratic. So I'm here because I think in the future they will, both sides will have to do something about the coverage, both the university and the mobile phone companies. But at the moment, there is not a huge push towards a VR, well, anything really that depends on the internet. I was most happy on Monday afternoon last week when I had 5 people all connected to Kahoot at the same time in the same room. That's unheard of. Normally, after about 2 people, it collapses, and so I haven't used Kahoot even for a long time because I can't rely on it. So there's a resource question, but there's also an objectives question.
Compare this to the industry. Compare this to the industry.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it's wrong or not going to not going to happen. It's just that at the moment, your question was where is everybody else? I think that perhaps at the moment there is it's just literally not possible just at the moment for people to even begin to use other people's VR environments, let alone build their own and be able to use them reliably. And I think
sorry if I interrupt.
Sorry.
We teachers have to work with little resources.
Yes.
But we are also many teachers. And there are many teachers that have good resources and good internet.
Mm-hmm.
So where are the teachers?
Well, the other side of things was the objectives. So the objectives, some of the objectives that I have are very specific to the type of students that I have and this very specific type of program that they're following, with very little time. And pressures on outside pressures, for example, about exam preparation and other things. So the question about objectives comes down to whether or not the teacher themselves has a free hand in what they do. And in my case, I have a small amount of maneuver, but not a lot. And in addition to that, I also have to work with a team of teachers. So whatever I put in place has to be usable by all of my colleagues who are on the same program. So there's a training implication also behind that, and other pressures that are specific to my. I would love to know whether VR can help me to improve the pronunciation of my French speakers of English.
It's wonderful that you're here, and I'm extending the time that we are allotted to this session. So let us stop here. Let's ask the question of the why at a later stage. Okay.
Sure. We've got plenty of time for that in the duration of the sessions to revisit this point. It's a very hot issue, actually. Yes. Yeah. Well, thank you
very much.
And thank you. I've been recording the session. If you want me to cut out the last part, please let me know. And this is the end. And we will be seeing you again next Thursday. Next week, we have also a surprise guest I'm going to announce on our canvas. And thank you very much for joining all these nice rooms in Mozilla Hubs today. Heike, it was wonderful having you back. Thank you so much. I'm feeling relieved to be hearing your voice. Thanks.
And we can have a chat later on.